What's up, guys? I'm Oldhead Mike. Welcome to the first video on my channel. Never done anything like this before. I have an extreme amount of anxiety, so this is going to be very, very awkward. A little about myself. I'm a self-professed old head. I'm not that old. I'm 32, but considering my girlfriend is in her early 20s, has no idea what I talk about most of the time. Feel pretty fucking old. Been around the scene for 15 years, something like that. 15 to 20, I don't know. But don't come in here trying to say, oh, where's the fucking Gorilla Biscuits review? Where's the Sick of It All review? Like, just let me do my thing, okay? They call me Old Head Mike because anytime someone talks about a band, I can't help but bring up me seeing them 20 years ago at some venue in a basement and get made fun of a lot for it, but it's fine. So half of what I'm going to do on this channel is I'm going to do some metalcore reviews. And when I say metalcore, I mean that very loosely. Basically anything with a core descriptor, deathcore, post-hardcore, scenecore, whatever. Just anything that probably has a breakdown. It's good enough for me. But I decided to jump into it because I'm very, very stubborn when it comes to listening to new music. Sometimes it takes me years to sit down and listen to a new album from one of my favorite bands because I'm stuck in what 2005 to 2010s metalcore type stuff. So when someone puts out a new album, I'm like, what if it's not that good? What if it makes me not like the band? So, but I'm trying to change that, and by my way of doing that is going to be doing these reviews. So, anyways, the other half of my channel, I'm going to devote to movie reviews. I'm a movie collector, collect VHSs specifically. Probably have around 600 to 800 right now. Going to mostly focus on horror and sci-fi reviews. Those are my favorite. Have a strong passion for those types of movies. And when I do this VHS review, be doing not just the movie, but the cheesy previews that are on the tape, box art, all the things like that, all the things that make it a VHS. Now, this is my first video, so look like shit because we're in this quarantine, so can't really get my hair done. Can shave my face, that's about it. I don't want to risk fucking up the do. But anyways, alright, so let's get into the meat. Today I'm going to be reviewing Invent Animate's new album, Greyview. I will be honest, I never actually followed this band that much. I listened to maybe some of their singles here and there. I've seen them twice, once in 2017, 2018 with, I think it was Volumes maybe. And then my main introduction to them was in 2014 or 15. They actually opened for Code Orange and Harm's Way, Veil of Maya, and After the Burial. So it's an insane lineup to me. None of it makes sense. I saw them in San Antonio, so if you're in San Antonio, what's up? The sound guy there sucked really bad. So never hearing them before, seeing them there with a terrible sound guy just put a bad taste in my mouth, and I never really ventured into their material. Alright, so To start, let's see, I jumped into this album, like I said, not really knowing their material. I knew what they sounded like. Another reason I never jumped into their material is because um, they sounded like Northlane. Let's face it, the old vocalist that they had for the first two albums, they sounded like Northlane. Come on, come on, come on. But they have a new vocalist now. His name's Marcus, which is funny because Northlane's new vocalist is also Marcus. So kind of weird. But anyways, uh, I think he's made the band their own thing now. Um, now, I know a lot of their fans will come at me for saying that. They were their own thing before, but the new vocals definitely set them apart. It's, I want to say it's almost like a post-hardcore type of vocals. A lot of mids instead of the old typical metalcore North Lane mids, then some highs, and then a bunch of lows when it gets real heavy, you know, typical kind of stuff. But don't get me wrong, I fucking love North Lane. Um, God, how many times am I going to say North Lane in this video? Anyways, so, alright, musically, the album it's pretty fantastic. It's a great example of how to mix melodic with heavy together. Now, while North Lane was pretty heavy hitting with melodic stuff kind of in the background, Invent Animate does the opposite, in my opinion. They use heavy as more of a backdrop and put the melodic stuff over that layer, if that makes any sense. So basically the heaviness is more of an accent to the melody, which is what makes me really like this album. They use a lot of silence, I guess, or breaks is a proper term, where I guess you would call them breakdowns, where you mostly just hear the drums and it slows down, the tempo slows down to like a half beat type thing. But when they do that, they add a lot of melodic guitar riffs on top of it. So the breakdown isn't really the focus as opposed to other bands. Um, and it makes it just really atmospheric, I guess. This gives it just a great atmosphere. It makes it really easy to groove to, just very solid, very fun. Now, if you want me to compare the sound, I would say their sound falls right in between North Lane and Silent Planet. Which is funny because Silent Planet vocalist does guesties in a song on this album, which is great. Very emotional song, good stuff. Shapeshifter, if you want to know the song of that. So, as I've said their name 1,000 times before, say this album is definitely for fans of North Lane, Silent Planet, and a local band, one of the best local bands in my area. They're called Lost in Separation. So if you get a chance, check them out. Very good stuff they've toured with Within the Ruins. All right, and on to my final verdicts. In summary, I jumped in this band knowing their sound but not being super familiar with their material. Plan on listening to this album a few times throughout the week. That's what I do. I work for Amazon, so I deliver packages. I'm constantly in a van for 6-8 hours a day, so I listen to music just nonstop. I listen to an album several times over the week to really delve into it, and I found myself wanting to listen to this album. Even when I wasn't planning on it, I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to listen to that new Invent Animate. And I even hit repeat on several songs. Standout tracks would be Cloud Cascade and Secret Sun. Cloud Cascade, I think, might be a single. Uh, very riffy, very riffy. Um, it would be the perfect intro to this band if you're not familiar with them. I think it's basically an extremely solid album. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I can't say it's album of the year yet. We're still quarter of the way through the year, and there's a bunch of stuff that I'm really hyped about. Mostly I Am Abomination, name drop. Um, Putting out some really good singles, and I'm very excited to hear that. But I would say this is definitely a contender. I'd say top. This will probably be in the top 5 of the year for sure. That's it for the video. Thanks for checking out my channel. Please support me by following, give me a like, ring the bell, usual YouTube stuff. I plan on definitely trying to put out more on a consistent basis, hopefully. Should be pretty easy with the whole quarantine thing going on, even though I still am working. So wish me luck there. But anyways, this is Oldhead Mike signing off, reminding you that you're never too old for this shit.